they bricked up.
I'm doing mango habanero Pidgey wings.
Dude.
Oh.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Mango
bro.
habanero Pidgey wings.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds good.
If you could show me on a piece of paper a
What
rough
it looks
sketch
like, yeah.
that was relatively decent, I'd be down.
I will
Cat's
do it
tattoo.
tonight. I can
Just
do
give
that.
me
I
a
can do
rough
that.
draft.
I can do that.
Yeah, but I want his tongue going like that.
Okay.
I can't believe
Gengar tongue out.
I
Look it
can't
up.
believe y'all are disrespecting fucking Princess Peach like this. Princess Peach versus Princess Leia.
Eye roll.
Dude, okay. First off,
This is an easy one, bro.
This is so easy.
but okay,
I censored myself right there
yeah.
for you.
See, I can't even do it.
I can catch myself.
I can't.
I gave it up for Lent. I didn't do well, but I did better.
Yeah. Princess Leia versus Princess Peach. These motherfuckers think that Princess Leia just takes it hands down, no questions asked.
Leia wins, bro.
Have you not played any of the Mario games? And I'm not just talking about Mario. I'm talking about Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, fucking Super Smash Bros. You think that fucking Princess Leia has anywhere as near, if we're counting Super Smash Bros, you think Princess Leia has anywhere near the combat experience, hand-to-hand combat experience that fucking Peach has?
She doesn't need combat hand-to-hand experience. She can force push her away.
Yeah. She is a fucking
Indefinitely.
force, bro.
She doesn't really have the force. She's force sensitive, bro. She doesn't have the force. Tell me once when she picked up a lightsaber and fucking...
Have you watched episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Star Wars?
Are you talking... Okay. Are you about to pull up Jabba the Hutt where she fucking
No.
slices his ass?
No. That's episode 6.
Yeah, you're getting your... Okay.
I'm talking the newest Star Wars movies. 7, 8, and 9.
That, and even
Okay,
without
She's
them...
ejected into space.
Even without them, hold on.
With-
Spoilers, she's Luke's brother. Sister, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Sibling.
AKA the spawn of Darth Vader.
Yeah, no. She has the
Who
force.
is the chosen one.
Just because she hasn't used it and she doesn't have experience. First of all, Peach is a bitch.
She does
First
nothing
of
good.
all,
She's
Peach
got a
is a
fucking
bitch.
umbrella.
Second of all, even if
She gets...
she has time to figure out the force before Peach just...
Have you played Smash Bros, dude? She's all over the place. She's fucking it up. You played Mario Kart. She's fast as fuck, dude. And she'd be launching...
she can travel
she
run.
launches...
So she might be able to run away.
Bro, I picked Peach in Mario Kart, and I still say she sucks.
Y'all clearly haven't seen the new Mario movie.
No, I haven't.
Maybe we can discuss that later, because I actually might want to discuss that later.
She doesn't do anything impressive in it.
Oh, weird.
Actually, no,
Peach
no,
doesn't
actually,
do
no,
anything.
wait,
I
wait,
bet she
actually-
gets abducted, though. Yo, I bet she doesn't fight back.
But
I
it
bet
was
she makes a small
She's
midget
the
Italian
victim.
It was
rescuer.
intentional. It was intentional. I'm not going to spoil it. Spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it.
She's
I
a
bet
victim.
I can predict it.
You know Jack Black's in that movie?
You know Jack Black's in Star Wars and The Mandalorian?
What?
What?
Jack Black is in The Mandalorian.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Which,
Okay. I
is
believe
he in one of the
that.
movies?
No, he's on the movies.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I was like,
Star Wars universe.
I believe that.
Star Wars universe.
Yeah, that's different.
Peach can fly, and don't even tell me about the she was ejected and she fucking forced her way back.
She
She
can-
nearly fucking died, bro.
Peach can fall
Yeah,
slowly.
half dead was able to use the Force in space to project herself back into a ship. What do you think she
Slowly.
could do alive with full
Slowly.
health?
Peach can fall
Yes, it was
slowly.
slow, and it was cliche, and it looked awful, but she could do it.
You know what else falls slowly? Airplanes, motherfucker. All she needs is one fucking propeller on her ass.
It's called falling with style.
Yeah,
Buzz
bro.
Lightyear did it.
I'm just saying, Leia cannot drive as good. She can't play sports as good. She can't fight as well. All you're saying is that
She can fight better.
occasionally, no, she cannot fight better at all. She could shoot better. I'll give her that. That's her only attribute that she has. And occasionally, she can fucking move when she's like in a life or death scenario.
Okay,
Well, we're talking about a life and
If
death life.
we're talking what each of them have been seen doing, that's a little different story. but anybody who knows Star Wars knows Leia's capabilities.
Peach is known as literally her character purpose is to be the victim.
Literally.
Leia got fucking abducted by that fat motherfucker.
And choked his ass out and killed him.
Literally,
That's
she killed
true.
him
Literally killed him with her bare hands.
without the Force.
Yeah, we're
Without
talking
the
about
Force,
We're
yeah.
talking about Nintendo neutered ass content here. If she could,
She
if she was allowed to kill
Peach was
Bowser,
abducted by the turtle Jabba the Hutt.
okay.
And
first off,
didn't choke
first
him the
off,
fuck
no,
out.
no,
Didn't choke
first
him
off-
the fuck out.
First off, how dare y'all? Because you know Bowser would wipe Jabba the Hutt. Absolutely. Wouldn't even be a contest.
Okay. If it's one-on-one, yeah.
Wouldn't even be a contest.
I'll give that to Bowser.
But
Yeah.
still. The biggest thing is that she has the fucking Force.
And a
She doesn't
lightsaber.
use it.
Doesn't mean she doesn't fucking have it.
You're acting like she's Luke Skywalker, fucking Anakin. Anybody that actually used the fucking Force, she doesn't
She is the
use
same
it.
Those
Force
two
potential
people
Luke
say,
does.
so Luke is her
But she
brother,
doesn't use it.
and Anakin is her
But
father.
but she can.
Spoilers.
She can. She has the ability to.
Yeah, she's literally
Okay.
the sibling and daughter of each of those characters,
Okay.
and has used the Force
That's
in one of the
like
movies.
saying that. Okay.
What abilities of Peach can defeat a lightsaber or the Force? Stop. Answer the question. I'll wait.
First off, she doesn't use a fucking lightsaber hardly ever. She used a fucking
She
blaster.
has a lightsaber.
I didn't even know that, and I still think she'd win.
She'd. Somebody pull up the lightsaber. I don't believe it.
I believe it.
Also, you want to talk about siblings?
Dude, he's the
we're
Star
talking about.
Wars
We're talking about
expert.
Bro, I'm inked on my body, Star Wars. Trust
Literally
me.
has a tattoo of Star Wars. He's
More
he's
than
the-
one.
You know who you
expert.
don't have a tattoo of? Fucking Princess Leia, dude. She's dog shit.
Because she's...
sucks.
She does suck in Star Wars.
in Star Wars. You're comparing her to Peach, bro.
Peach is a badass.
Okay.
Well, she's not being abducted, but like
Yeah.
she can do all kinds of damage. If you play Super Smash Bros, she can literally fucking beat Solid Snake's ass.
Is there any other circumstances other than Super Smash?
Okay, just because she's
Leia holding
holding
a
it.
lightsaber.
Hold on. It's a fucking pose. And that's the new ones. Nobody. That shit is not canon, bro.
It's called the Star Wars universe.
She is the sibling
Everything is canon.
and offspring of
Everything
two
is
different
canon.
prodigies.
Okay, you want to talk about siblings? How about we talk about Tommy
The
Fury?
Force is in her blood, bro.
Tommy Fury, Tyson Fury. You're telling me that they have the same fucking potential?
Who?
They fucking don't. One of the greatest boxers to have ever lived, and his brother, who's another boxer, who's potentially
Average
a
as
fucking
fuck.
yes. You're telling me fucking
Beat Jake
family?
Paul's bitch ass.
I mean, come on.
She has the Force.
Okay, this wasn't even really supposed to be a discussion, so
Also, she doesn't have to have much of the Force.
Look, we'll
because
count
she's
it.
only going up against
let me get
fucking
one of them
Peach.
Zenicinos, bro.
I have a full can in my backpack. Quick pause.
No, just grab the backpack, bro. Okay, so all right, I'll admit
Trash this over there in a second.
I don't
Yeah, that
agree
works.
with y'all, but we weren't even really supposed to have had like a battle like that with these two. But I'll concede. I mean, it's 2 against 1.
Peach is a bitch.
It wasn't even really supposed to be a battle, but I'll concede. Whatever. I don't agree. We will put it on TikTok. If it's not banned, did y'all see Montana just banned TikTok entirely today, like hours ago?
What?
From anybody, not just government people. Like anybody in the state of Montana, you're not allowed to have TikTok. I guess if you're a resident.
How are they going to enforce that?
Yeah.
I don't know. VPN. I mean, if you're within that area.
Is it a state law? Is that what it is?
I just saw it on Instagram, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I think enforcement's going to
I
be
mean, I'm
difficult.
not gonna lie. I'd be upset.
Okay, why don't you put your mic?
I'd be upset. I would be a little upset about it.
I would use a VPN. They can eat my ass.
Should
I don't know what
gotten the
VPN
clip
means, but I know it
just for him.
makes using the internet easier.
It just pretty much, it's a virtual proxy network. Essentially, it tells
Scrambles your IPN.
Yeah, Chill Sonnen talks about it all the time.
Your IP.
You can just, you can essentially pretend like you're somewhere else.
Cool.
Yeah, you're
Um,
watching TikTok videos from New Zealand.
yeah, literally, or watch Netflix from Europe or whatever.
Cornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite.
Freshly shucked corn.
But we were talking about Princess Leia, and I figured one of our speaking notes was
Cloud.
all right, let me talk. One of our speaking notes was that we were going to talk about what order do you guys think that you should watch the Star Wars movies in? When specifically, we're not talking about like people who've seen it. We're talking about people who are just now getting into watching Star Wars, or want to get into watching Star Wars, or they're trying to get their fiance or wife into it. Or how are y'all starting it out?
He's the expert, so I think he should go last. All right, so I'm gonna go first because mine's simple.
Because you were asking us.
Mine, yeah.
'Cause
Because
whenever-
I've heard more than 3 ways of doing it, which I don't know how there's more than 3 ways of doing it.
Well, there's 3 different ways because
main ways, yeah.
there's 3 different sagas.
Yes,
'Cause there's 9
3 different
movies.
trilogies.
I'm sorry. Correct. You're correct.
There's
so
3 trilogies.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. I think just because it was released to us in a certain order, and that's just how we grew to love it, I think that the correct order is to watch it in the order it was made. So 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. The order it was made.
Yeah. So
Why?
Because he started with episode 4 for a reason. And we grew to love it with episode 4, 5, and 6. And you got kind of a background as to the universe, Star Wars universe, from that context. And we, as a community, grew to love it from that context. Then they went back, and then we saw, I just think it was a beautiful way to do it. You have the originals,
And
you have the prequels, and then you have the shitty new ones.
yeah. So I pretty much almost entirely agree with you. I think that if you watch the originals first, it's like, I'm going to spin off of what you said a little bit, but what you said is like, you want to watch the first movies that came out first. I think more or less for a cultural understanding of it, right? Like,
Probably. And honestly, that's probably one of the biggest reasons I love Star Wars is because it's American history at this point.
also
It's our Hollywood history. It's our cinematic history.
the first
in the United
original trilogy is the easiest to comprehend, and it's the most fun to watch, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I agree with what you said. I'm going to throw in a little bit of a change, though. I think if you're sitting there, if you're at home and you're like, I want to get my fiance or girlfriend, wife, whatever, into watching Star Wars, and I want them to watch the movies with me, I think where you need to start off is Rogue One. I think
That is a good one.
It's modern, and it's a great movie. And whenever the movie ends, everybody, if you've never, we all know what happens next. It's episode 4, right? But if you've never seen episode 4 and you have no clue what's about to happen, and you see at the end of the movie where fucking Darth Vader comes in there and fucks everybody up, that's
It
a
makes
hell
the
of
intro scene to episode 4
You know what?
badass.
significantly more epic.
So
Yeah.
can I?
And it piques people's interest into
Yeah.
like actually going into it, and it's more modern. It's like a Western almost as well.
So I
It's a space western.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So, all right, you threw me for a loop because Rogue One I wasn't including. I was just
Yeah.
doing episodes 1 through 9. But Rogue One is arguably one of the best Star
Yeah, it
Wars,
is.
and I think most people agree. And so my girlfriend, had never seen Star Wars, and we're going through all of them, and I did the order that they were made. But I'm regretting not showing her that first, just because of everything you just said. The only reason it's not a big deal in my case is because she prefers older movies.
Yeah.
But for most cases, it'll be a better attention grabber
Yeah.
to watch that first with a modern capabilities we have, and then roll into episode 4, 5, 6.
The
should have
only
done that
thing,
anyways.
The only thing that I could say that might be a hindrance is that if they watch that movie and then they expect the rest of them to be like that, it's gonna be not good.
Well, they
It's not gonna
nobody
be a
expects
good
that.
experience because it's not gonna be to the same expectations because the next movie was made in the 70s.
but people expect though. Just make sure they know which movies are coming next and that they are the original old ones from the 70s. So,
and then throw away the last 3 movies. Personally,
I'd say watch them, but just tell them they're not as good.
I'd say honestly, I would say watch episode 7 and then just leave it.
7 was.
Force Awakens.
I think episode 2 might be the only one that's worse than 7.
Episode 3 is fire.
3 is fire. 1 sucks too.
2 is fire. 1 is fire.
The
4 is fire.
The only good thing about episode 2 was Natalie Portman in those tights in
Fire.
that scene. It's the only good scene.
Fire.
Episode 1 just kind of sucked. It's like if you rewatch the Harry Potter series as an adult and you watch episode 1, clearly directed for children.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like
Episode
It's-
7, Part 2 is not the same as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
it's like a necessity to know the background and the storyline, but it's directed
they
towards
literally had
children.
to change the movie rating from PG to PG-13 because they're not the same.
Look, if you're watching
Sorcerer's Stone is PG. Harry Potter 7, Part 2 is PG-13. I don't know if you knew that.
okay, but
Confused.
Well, I was just getting at the point to where Episode 1 of Harry Potter is made for children.
Right.
Episode 7 is made for not children.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
Oh, yeah. Because it drastically changed.
one thing I will say about the new trilogy, the most recent one, is that if you go into it, you are going to be absolutely confused about what's going on. And there's going to be there's so much fluff in there that's like fanfare shit. Like the fact that Harrison Ford and like Chewbacca and all that shit's going on in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, obviously it's the best part.
Yeah, it is the best
But
part.
If
They're
you
trying too hard to get you to reminisce.
Exactly.
Honestly,
it's a nostalgia
So
movie.
I agree and I disagree. I agree that that's the only good part of it. But I disagree in the fact that they tried too hard because that's the only thing they had going
Dude,
for them.
I agree with
Episodes-
that more. I think it's cheesy.
Episode
it's-
7 had.
It was cheesy.
I think it
but
takes away a
it's
little bit.
Still, no,
I still think it's the best one out of
I
the 3.
think it's the best part of the newer 3.
Me too.
The newer trilogy, the best part was the reminiscing parts. But 1, it's cheesy. 2, you're not going to get that if you didn't see that fucking forever ago.
Exactly.
If you're sitting down for the first time, like I'm showing my girlfriend these movies, she just watched episode 4, 5, and 6. Oh yeah, here's this guy. Like it's not this holy shit, moment that I had. And then the rest of the movie sucks.
Yeah.
It's just, oh yeah, that's cool. And then it still sucks.
They left you wanting a lot in that movie. There was not very much plot in there. It was all fanfare.
And I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of expectations. Really high levels of expectations. And they tried to appease a lot of different types of people who wanted different things. I mean, I'm defending them a lot. Still don't think they did a good job. But
To be fair,
I don't think they could have done a great job.
To be fair, the last movie that came out that was in the series, like mainline series, was episode 3. So that is fucking very high.
They did. I honestly, with how bad 1 and 2 were, in my opinion, 3 they blew it out of the water. 3
Yeah.
they set everything up to roll into the original trilogy so well, and they amped it up for that final battle scene, and it just fucking got me hard.
So real quick.
So
My
you
que-
go ahead and you say your before we go on more tangents.
The fan favorite answer is to watch them in the order they were released. I think the order in which you watch them differs greatly on how you want to view them. Are you in it for like how everybody who's a Star Wars fan viewed it, or do you just genuinely want to know the story? If you genuinely want to know the story, I suggest watching them in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in order. If you want to know the story and that's the least confusing route, now it's going to throw you off a little bit because, you know, the different generations in which they were made. But honestly, that might be kind of fun to go from semi-modern to old to super modern. That also might be fun. I also liked Elijah's spin on, you know, throwing Rogue One in there. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, but the end of the movie was awesome, and it makes scenes in the series much more epic if you see that scene first. But also, saying that, if you watch the same scenes that I'm referring to before and then go back and watch Rogue One, you can see kind of the similarities and see how much, you know, things have changed.
You have that, oh shit, that's
but
why it
I think
happened
it completely depends on how you want to view the movies. I think it depends on, do you want to watch them in the least confusing order and want to just know straight storyline, or do you want to go the cultural route in which they were released? Because there's only really two options. It's either 1 through 9 in chronological order, or the order in which they were made. There's no other way to watch
I was trying to
them.
remember what I was thinking. I think I'm thinking of someone else. Was very adamant about an order that didn't include Rogue One or any of the other, just the 9 movies, and it wasn't in order of trilogy. It was like, it was weird. It was like
Sounds ridiculous.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2,
I'll be honest, though,
9. Like it went
like you said before, like
Something
if you want to
weird.
go front to back, then that's the most. That's the most.
I can see it.
That's
I can
the
see
most
that.
like knowledgeable. Like you would figure everything out. But I think the 1 through 3 struggle so much with episode 1 and episode 2, specifically 2, to where it's such a fucking drag that if somebody has never watched Star Wars before, that they're gonna sit there and they're gonna check out by the second movie, bro. They won't even
Yeah.
get to the third movie. They'll be like, dude, this is boring. They
I
have
agree.
no commitment to that point.
I agree.
Because the whole commitment to the first trilogy is that you know that you're watching Darth Vader
I think
become Darth Vader.
you had the best, because I it's the same as mine. You just start with Rogue One.
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't even think about that. Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 is what I'd say. I see where you're coming from, and it is cool to see the difference in generations and still see it in chronological order. If you really want to go balls deep, and if you don't have a job or any hobbies, then you could do what we said and do Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, then rewatch it in the order it was made, because that would be cool.
I'm gonna recant. I'm gonna agree with both of you guys. I genuinely believe the best way to watch them is the order in which they were released, with the caveat, throw Rogue One in there.
And think about this. We're talking about somebody who's never seen them before.
Never, nothing.
Yeah.
Potentially somebody that doesn't give a fuck about it, right? If you're trying
Yeah.
to get somebody into it, you're not going to
Like
start off on
my
episode,
girlfriend doesn't.
Like someone who maybe needs to like write a paper on the series, who knows nothing about it, and you want to give them the best. I think that's the best way to do it.
I think episode
so
1
you're,
is
you're
good.
coming from the aspect of an expert who is an adamant
I'm an
fan.
expert of Star Wars, and
I
I think
from your perspective, I think what you would benefit from saying, I guess, is after they've already seen it, to go back and watch them in order, like you said.
I agree. I think both are good, but I think the most enjoyable is the order in which they were released.
To be honest, come to think of it, I've
Because you
never
still get
watched
the-
them in the order they were released.
You
I
still
have.
get to see the generational
Boring.
differences, like I mentioned. You get to see the generational differences. Now it's more in order, graphics wise. You know, obviously you're gonna start with old, new, newer. So, I agree with both of you guys. I think the best order is the order in which they were released. I think we're kind of unanimous on that.
I think maybe somebody who's already seen them, you're saying, should watch the chronological, if they've already seen them. Because I've never done that.
Also,
I have. Like I said, it's boring.
also-
as fuck. Seriously. Because, like, whenever I watched it, sorry not to interrupt
Go
you,
ahead.
man, but like whenever I watched it, I was like, man, I have not watched the Star Wars movies in a long time. Like, I'm just gonna watch it front to back. And I sat there with my parents and we were watching them. We stopped. Episode 2 is a drag, bro.
See,
It's not good.
episodes 2 and okay, so episode 3 is my favorite. I think
One of my favorites.
I think a lot of people would agree. Episode 3
It's probably my
is
favorite.
probably the
fire,
best
bro.
all around. Storyline, action, plot,
Yeah.
characters, graphics, all around the best. But I love episode 2, which I know is not popular. I know a lot of people don't love episode 2. I do. Natalie Portman's fire.
Okay, yeah, you're not
Yeah, but
wrong.
she's also fire in 3, so like
No, she's not fire in 3.
Wait, yeah,
Look,
no, she is.
She's not fire in 3.
she's
Wait,
pregnant.
is 3 when?
She's preggo the whole time.
she is.
Wait, is 2
Yeah.
the one where they have the dark lighting and they're getting all emotional?
Yes, and sensual and
'Cause I was thinking of-
uncomfortable.
I was
and
thinking
she's
of
got
the
the little
tights.
choker on her neck.
Yeah, I was thinking of
Yes.
the tights. 'Cause that's both episode 2. Okay, so episode 2 is
She's
awesome.
pregnant the entire time. Episode 3.
Yeah, it's
So
true,
okay, so
actually.
episode 2 is awesome if you're going through puberty, and that's just where you are in life when you're watching them in whatever order you're watching them in.
Also, if you're a Mandalorian fan, seeing Jango Fett, he's kind of the OG Scarface of the Mandos, and it's cool to see him in
But I
action.
think a
Boba
lot of
Fett
people.
was my.
I think a lot
my
of people
big thing growing up.
may not even know what's really going on at that point.
It's a lot. It's a commitment.
There's a lot. Don't get me wrong. Episode 2, there's a lot going on. It's a lot of talking, bro.
Yeah, well, you learn a lot of the background shit that I didn't really pay attention to a lot as a kid. And I mean, you followed the whole universe storyline with everything.
I read books. I played
And-
video games.
yeah, see,
I watched TV
You're
shows.
For me, it was just the movies.
Dude, this Ahsoka show is gonna be fire.
It's yes.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be just as good, if not better, than Mandalorian. They're trying to massacre the Mandalorian.
What is this?
The Ahsoka, she's like the
She's
Anakin's
Anakin Skywalker's Padawan in the
apprentice.
Clone Wars TV show, the animated series.
the one that was on Cartoon Network.
I never watched it. I was a huge.
It was
I hated that. I
was
did
a
not
hater.
want it.
But
it was a hitter.
I'm not gonna say I watched all of it, but she's a badass. It's gonna be amazing.
I even watched.
I
Bad
didn't even
Batch.
like Mandalorian, bro.
You only watch the first season though. It gets way better, but then it
gets so
falls
good.
off though, hard because they get super fucking woke, dude. They start just the what is that guy's name? The director of it has actually. I don't know if he left, but there's been like severe pushback because the higher ups in Disney have been like pushing them to put certain people in the show, talk about certain things.
He said he's
that
done-
one woman
Jon
who was
Favreau.
Jon Favreau. That one woman that was the do you remember the UFC fighter that was in it? That woman. They kicked her out of the show because of something that she said. There's just been a lot of shit that they've been trying to fuck up. Favreau has told them specifically with this Ahsoka show that nobody has any input besides him. Nobody in Disney, or else he's not doing it. It's like his. That's like his.
Oh.
It's his own thing. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm doing
That's
this.
the only way
you
to
guys
do it,
aren't.
man. You can't have
Yeah.
all these
Well,
influences.
it doesn't matter
The
if it's
person
Disney.
who is in charge of making new Star Wars content has to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah,
They have to be. Jon Favreau is a enormous Star Wars fan, and that's why he's done such a great job.
and if
it's
you-
only dropped off because he's got these
people above him telling him
Right,
what
that's
to
what
put
I'm
in.
saying.
him. I'm just
It
saying in
doesn't
general.
matter what company it is or whatever.
it's the influence.
Anybody
if you
that
have
has
too
a-
much influence
Exactly.
coming in from the outside, will fuck up your jam,
And that's nine
you're
times.
not going to be able to get it done.
That's 9 times out of 10 with any kind of corporate, like anything or any business at all.
And he
people
said
above
he-
you are going to tell you to
he's-
do shit that makes no
autonomy.
sense.
He needs autonomy.
He said he was going to redo 7, 8, and 9. And he said, I'm only doing it if nobody butts in, which probably isn't going to happen.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed, but probably not going to happen.
yeah, that's not going to happen. That's so much money.
Yeah, it's too much
But-
money.
It was awful.
but-
I hate, as a Star Wars fan, I hated 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
7 was okay. I was fine
It
with
was
it.
Yeah,
like
I was fine with 7.
I was fine
7
with it.
was a new hope for me that fucking Star Wars
It was-
was going to
it
be
was, yeah,
banging.
low-key a new
I was
hope.
like, I liked Ray at that point.
yeah.
Next movie, Dog
It
shit,
just
bro.
kinda-
Finn,
yeah, it went
trash
downhill.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Trash.
And then the last movie, Luke Skywalker, dude, it pissed me off so much whenever they
Oh.
meet each other and then he gets the lightsaber and he just tosses. I'm like, Luke would never fucking do that. Ever.
So I liked opposing what you were saying, the reminiscent shit. I liked that because 4, 5, and 6. That's just I liked it, but I'm an old school guy. I like the
4,
old
5,
school
6.
shit.
I love it.
if you
Right.
watch
So the references
4, 5,
to the
6,
old
1,
ones,
2, 3, I love them all.
I loved the references to the old ones, but yeah, bro. One, the final villain with the big ass head, thought he was stupid.
Snoke,
Didn't like him. Didn't like him
you
in
don't
general.
ever get any backstory behind
There's
this.
just I just didn't like him. And
To be
the
fair,
new
if-
Luke,
if you
and
want
the
back-
actor for Luke,
Mark Hamill.
Mark
Hamill,
Hamill.
he didn't like him either. He didn't like that character.
He didn't.
Nobody liked that character.
He didn't like his own
It was
character.
fucking stupid.
First of all, nobody likes Luke.
Well, even if you
Hold
do
up.
like Luke,
Luke
you're not
sucks.
gonna like Mark.
Hold up.
Or the
First of all,
Mark's
everybody
new
knows
character,
Star
I mean.
Wars is about Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Nobody cares about anybody else.
Yeah, but he's not in the new movies, so like Kylo Ren's the best character in that whole series.
Kylo Ren makes me laugh, and I actually love Kylo
Ben
Ren.
Swolo, bro.
I actually love Kylo Ren.
He's the edgelord.
He's hilarious
I hated
because
Snoke,
he's
and I hated
trying
Luke
so
in the
hard
new
to be
ones.
awesome, but he's not.
He wants to be Darth Vader so bad.
But
he's like,
just so
look how
miserable.
cool my lightsaber is, which it is cool. He does have the coolest lightsaber.
I
he doesn't.
did hard disagree,
Darth
bro.
Maul, dude.
Hard
No.
disagree. Darth Maul
Standard
for
dual
sure.
blade, those okay for anybody who gets balls deep. Those are super common, and it's not cool. This is the first time anybody ever saw it.
Dude, a regular lightsaber is cooler than Kylo Ren's.
Okay,
Darth Maul's cooler than all of them.
Too
Well-
far. But I will say, it doesn't make sense how Kylo Ren's like saber has the two on the side, and then he can push up against a lightsaber, and then it goes down. You would think as soon as it hit the handle, it would just
Yes.
it would just explode.
it was just cool because it was different.
It kept me up at night. What you just said.
It was meant for the
It
trailer.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Him unsheathing his lightsaber
It's
was
not-
for this trailer. That
It's
was
not
it.
really a
Yeah, it's for
guard.
it was literally for the trailer.
It's not even really a guard.
It's not.
Because
It's
as
it's
soon
not
as
a
it
guard.
hits it, it's just done for.
Regular
It's
lightsabers
more
are
of
cooler.
it's more of a liability than
so
anything.
what they were literally going for the 2001 Darth Maul scene where he just and there's a
Badass.
second one. Everyone as a fucking 11-year-old kid just going, "Oh shit!" You know
That
They
might have
were
been the
going
first
for that.
boner I got.
Yeah, they were going for that and they failed hard.
Honestly, but the best Duel of Fates, the music playing during that fight scene.
Corn on the cob. Corn on the cob.
Dude, when they're staring each other down to the fucking force field
Oh yeah.
after fucking
The ray shield.
yeah, okay, come on, bro. After Kylo Ren gets fucking smoked. R.I.P.
You mean Qui-Gon Jinn?
Qui-Gon Jinn, sorry.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I knew I was saying
Yeah, that's
wrong thing.
episode 1.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
2 sucks.
Yeah.
One is
that
good.
The last portions of episode 1 were good.
It's a story builder. You know how
Yeah.
there's filler episodes in anime?
Yeah, but that's
there's
your favorite
also-
episodes or the story building fillers?
I didn't say episode 1 was my
like
favorite.
Dragon Ball Z, my favorite episode is the one where it was like, next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Last time.
We're waiting.
Yeah.
That's my favorite episode. He screams
Yeah.
the whole time.
Those were
Okay.
good though, bro. Super
All right, but
Saiyan 3.
we unanimously agree 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
yeah, around there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean,
Rogue One, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2,
Rogue
3,
One's a
7, 8, 9.
plus, but
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
we're not counting Rogue One, then yes.
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so
Break.
there's a challenge that's been going on online. I think we actually saw it on somebody's TikTok. I don't remember who it was. It was months ago at this point. But the challenge is called 6, 12, 18, 24. And what it is that in the course of 24 hours, you have to do each one of these activities or whatever within 24 hours. You either have to drink this amount of beers, do this amount of beats, we know what we're talking about, run this amount of miles, or eat this amount of donuts.
It's talking about beating off.
Yeah.
Donuts, beats, miles, beers.
I think it's easy.
You think it's easy?
No, I think
Dude,
the order is easy.
I don't think that I want to put miles. I want to say, okay, off the rip, you want to say beats is like at a 6, right? You want it to be like the lowest possible because you still got to run, right? But there's no way in hell my fat ass is running more than 6 miles running more than 6 miles, period, bro.
Okay, let me put it this
Well,
way.
I guess if I ran 3 miles and then I like took a break and then ran 3 miles again, that would be easy.
Okay, so if you're doing so here's my order, and I'll spell it out. Obviously, we're gonna do the 6 for beats. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the more difficult 12-miler. Okay, so you have 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to stay out for 24 hours. Okay, so if you're gonna do 12 miles, you do 1 mile every other hour. You can power
Only
walk.
24 hours.
You can power walk a mile.
We're
in
running
under
a mile,
10 minutes.
bro. We're not walking a mile.
I'm just saying, if you want to make it easy, you could do every other hour. You could walk. Oh, are we running?
Yes, bro. Run.
Okay, so you could run it in 8 minutes. You could jog
12 miles?
every.
I've
1
run 12
mile
miles
every
in
other
boots.
hour. 1 mile every other hour, and you're gonna have a beer with each one of those miles easily.
So you're going to do it simultaneously.
Yes.
Well, you have to do them all within 24
Yeah.
hours. Every
20
sing-
I'm gonna go and say.
24
I'm gonna go and
hours.
say
Yeah.
the high. What's the highest number? 24.
Yeah.
Okay, the 2 dozen. Those 2 dozen donuts are gonna be my dessert for the end of the day. Easy.
You
24
think you're
glaze.
going to eat 24 donuts at the end of the day after you just ran and beat off and drank beer?
Yeah, no.
Dude,
I'm going just
I've
about the
eaten
opposite.
a dozen glazed donuts in a single sitting so fast, so many times. It's easy.
If it's a fresh Krispy Kreme doesn't.
That's what my donuts are.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
Easy.
can I go
the
next?
donuts are easy.
I want to go next.
Go.
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So,
Hold on, mine was beat, run, beer, donut.
yeah, no, fuck that. The beers and the donuts, dude. I mean, I'm going to puke either way, but that's just even worse. So I initially I said 6 donuts, beat off 12 times, which is beyond my record.
6 donuts?
18 miles, and then 24 beers as a nightcap. All right. Now,
I think you picked the hardest route.
so. I
The only
think
thing
the
harder
only
is
harder being
beating.
Wait.
Putting beating further.
so. I'm changing it though. I'm changing it to beating off 6 times because you're right.
Yes.
12 is pretty. I'm shooting for the stars there.
6
right?
is hard.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to start with the. You're right. I'm starting with the 6. Then I'm going to eat 12 donuts. We have 24 hours, so I'm going to give myself some time. Then I'm going to run 18 miles. Then I'm going to take a shower, relax, and smash 24
So you're going
beers.
to try to power cram the first 3 out of 4 events very quickly.
Yeah,
and
then I
chill.
want a little chill time. I want chill time between the donuts and the miles. So I'm going to beat off 6. I'm going to wake up early, right? Beat off 6 times.
You're not beat. You say it like it's easy to just beat off 6 times.
No, just it.
You
it-
can get 2, maybe even 3 quickly. But dude,
Do
4,
I
5,
get
and
porn?
6.
Do I get some sort of porn?
You
or
get
something?
whatever you want.
You get
bro.
whatever you
all right.
want.
I can make it happen.
Besides a woman.
I can make it happen. All right. So I'll make that happen. It's gonna take some time.
And you can't shoot blanks. There's got to be at least some driplets.
Okay. Well, how are we talking ounces? Like how many? How much?
I said driplets.
Okay. Yes. I will produce that. Anyways, I can do it.
Better
All
stay
right?
hydrated,
I've done it
brother.
before. 6. I've done that. Well, that was when I was, in puberty and shit. But I can do it. Regardless,
Bro,
get that
32.
shit done.
Approaching 33.
Yeah, you way wrong. But I can get it done. I'll do that. All right, 6 times. 12 donuts. I'm gonna feel a little nauseous. But that's where I take my break. Since I got 24 hours, beat off 6 times, 12 donuts, take a break because I'm not running fucking 18 miles right after that. Take a break. Then I do 18 miles, which I've done
You're
12.
insane, bro.
You're talking right now, AJ.
Well, I have 12. I have
Right now. Not in your
Yes.
Not
prime.
fucking boot
Not in
camp.
your fucking prime.
Yes. Well, no, here I remember I've run my right now. I've done 12 miles is my record, right? And by the end of it, I was just running on
So
blisters.
you're gonna break your record for this day?
Yes. Well, I have to, right?
I guess.
So, but I remember I was running on blisters the last time. I'll just do that. It's gonna be the Ranger Shuffle, right? But I'll get 18 miles in. Stumble home, probably covered in blood around my feet. Take a shower. Take a big ass fucking breath of fresh air. And start drinking.
I'm not even.
Okay, let me tell you my list. I'm going 6 beats, 12 miles, 18 donuts, 24 beers.
Dude, 18 donuts seems harder than 18 miles to me.
Dude,
No,
you could eat.
dude.
You could eat
You have
like,
24 hours,
bro.
You don't
I'll
even have
crush-
to eat one donut an hour.
I'll run the 12
Less
miles.
than one donut an hour, and you're good.
I'll run the 12 miles, crush 9 donuts, fucking drink the 24 fucking
And then you're
beers,
gonna want
be
9
trashed,
donuts.
and eat
Well,
9
you have
more
to-
and be
yeah.
like, oh, this is a nice
Well, you have to
little treat.
do one. You have to finish one before you start on the other. You can't just eat like
Oh,
one
no,
donut
we
every
didn't
day.
say that.
No.
I thought it was what order you do them in.
No, you
No,
can
you just have to pick
do
which
them
one
all
within
throughout
24 hours. So it can be simultaneously. You could be eating a donut while you run. You could be
Yes.
drinking a beer while you run.
All right, that changes things. I thought you were saying once you were done with this task, you get to the next task.
Okay, well then we were both clear. Go try again.
Well, fuck, that changes everything.
We'll just come off the fly. We know you're beaten 6 times.
I feel
Yeah,
like
okay.
18 donuts is easy.
all right, if
cash.
you
You're
can,
not beating 12, so we know
if
you're
you
beating
can
6.
mix and match and do it throughout the
Yes.
day, I'm beating 6
6.
times, and I'm just doing that straight off the rip, right? And then I start my day. I'm not gonna fucking like. Anyways,
I might break it up 3 and 3.
Yeah, I'm going 3 and 3.
Yeah.
I'm probably going like 3,
Weak.
1,
3, 1, 2.
1.
all right. I'm gonna get
Dude,
that.
after
I'm
3,
gonna
you're
wake
dry.
up. I'm gonna get it done. Then I'm going to fuck. Yeah, I'll run. Well, yeah, if you can mix and match, I'll run 12 miles. Drink 18 beers and fuck, dude. God, this is hard. Yeah, no,
So she said.
so that changes everything. I'll run 12 miles, eat 18 donuts. No,
Yes.
You're so indecisive, bro.
What's harder for you, AJ?
I will run
18
12
donuts
I'll
or 24
run-
beers?
I'll run 12 miles and eat 24 donuts and then drink 18 beers when I'm done.
I honestly might do my last 3 miles when I'm fucking blackout drunk. Because fuck it at that point.
Yeah, dude, that changes everything. I thought you had to finish one, then do the other. That changes it entirely. Because then it's definitely beats, donuts, miles, beers.
I will say the one thing that I would do all at once.
18 miles.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
You're going to be running on blood, but dude, I can do it.
I would say if I'm going to do one event, if out of any of the 4 events that you're going to do without going to a different event, 12 miles at once. Because you're not the lowest miles you can run because you're not doing the beats at 12 is 12. So the lowest amount of miles you're going to run is 12. That is the only event that I would even consider doing all at once.
That would be
Now,
so
I
fucking
remember
difficult.
I
dude.
did 12 miles
Dude,
as
that's
a
less
punishment.
than a mini marathon.
Dude, no, exactly.
You think I could run a fucking 5K right now
We
without
didn't
fucking
say a
throwing
speed.
up?
We didn't
Dude,
say
a
a speed.
trot.
Throw just
It's a
yeah,
trot.
throw up,
No,
right?
but no walking.
Throw up, trot,
You can
and throw
trot
up.
it.
Trot and throw up.
You would be
in
surprised.
a couple hours it'll be done.
All you got to
Then
do,
you drink 24 beers. You'll
You-
feel much better.
bro, if you find a good podcast, you're done before it's over.
It'll suck.
I hate running, bro.
So do I.
I hate that.
Oh
does
yes,
most
so
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we from the military, we've been in circumstances where you just get it fucking done,
You just-
right?
you just
like
get
I
a
said,
fucking
the 12
groove
miles I
and-
Wait,
ran.
hold up.
Oh my fucking god!
dude.
Were
No.
you in the
So
military?
let me recap with the 12 miles I was telling you about before. I legitimately ran probably 3 miles of that. The rest was a shuffle walk called the Ranger Shuffle, where I'm on blisters, starting to bleed, and you're just... and you mentally, you check out, right? You check out,
No, I
and you're
get
thinking
that.
about Pokemon, Zelda, whatever, you know. And you just
Peach
get
is
it.
peach.
And then you just wait, and the miles pass by, and you're done. That's it. You're not running most of that time, like actually running. You're running it.
I've not
Bouncy
ever had.
walking.
It's bouncy walking.
I've
exactly.
never had to do that, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Bouncy
It's
walking.
not as bad as you think. It sucks, but it's not like I can't do this.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's not.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
to clarify, everybody say theirs one more time, and then we'll move on. So
Okay.
yours,
Unanimously, we're all 6 beats.
6 beats, yeah.
Yeah, 6 beats.
Okay.
I could
would-
crush. I'll tell you right now. I could hit 12 if I had to. In 24
Beats?
hours.
That's what I was saying at first.
if I had to.
So my first was going to be donuts.
But not while running.
Okay,
though. But not
you
if you're
motherfuckers
considering.
have some homework.
But
Why
not
don't
if
you
you're.
go fucking try it?
But not if you're considering.
I've never done it, though. That's why I went back on it, though.
Go,
not if
go
you're-
fucking try.
Okay,
I have tried.
if you
I-
put
yeah.
if you
I
put
went back on
running in the scenario where I'm just going to be dog fucking tired, that's going to be tough.
That's
bro.
why
Yeah,
you
'cause you're
can't
gonna be-
run more. That's why you can't run more than 12. That's why running has to be second. So beats, running, and then beers and donuts can be interchangeable, depending on the person.
I could start the day off with a few donuts, honestly.
Easy.
Yeah,
That might help with the run.
honestly.
I
Yeah.
can do a half dozen easy.
That's what I was saying, dude.
'Cause
I'm,
it's
I'm telling
light.
you. I'm
It's
telling you.
light.
Yeah.
Beat off 6 times. Focus on
You're
that.
not beating off 6 times quickly.
I've done it.
quickly.
No, not quickly. Wake up early. Get it
6.
give you several hours. You have 24 hours, bro. Right? Get a good night's sleep. Wake up.
While you're eating some donuts in between sessions, you know what I mean? Maybe a couple.
I mean, the donuts in between
See again,
sessions. will
I'm not
help.
even.
Yeah.
Let me. So my scenario doesn't include interchange. You can't start on the donuts yet. And I think this is still. I'm not saying I could do it, but someone could do this. It's doable.
It's
Is
the
that-
most reasonable.
I get plenty enough. Yeah, plenty enough. If you have to wait till one's done to start on the next one, get plenty of sleep. Wake up early, and just start jerking it. Right, as many times as you can.
That's
It'll-
easy. Wake up and start jerking it.
Exactly. Yeah, but then it becomes a chore. You got to just keep doing it. Keep doing it. You do it 6 times, which I did as a kid. I can do it now. You do it 6 times. Once you're done,
We've seen those sheets when you guys live together.
once you get it done, I'm telling you right now,
Pre-folded.
if you can't interchange it, if you can, that changes everything. But if you can't interchange it, I'm going straight to donuts. I'm doing donuts.
6?
No. I
sorry.
beat off 6 times. 12 donuts. That's my breakfast, which is gonna suck, but that's my breakfast. That's when I take my break.
For me, the donuts and the beers are interchangeable.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
Either one.
And then they're both at the top. Like
Then I kill myself for 18 miles, take a shower, and drown my sorrows in 24 beers.
That's a lot of beers.
It is a lot of beers, but
yeah, but at that point, you
24
still,
hours.
Yeah, at that point, if you've done all that, you could probably go to sleep, wake up, and then start drinking.
oh yeah,
Like
dude.
get wasted, pass out, wake up, and do it again. We've done it.
No, I think it means
I'm saying like you could
you
run.
jerked off
you could
6 times, ate 12 beers, and ran 18 miles, take a nap, and then you chug 24.
Yeah.
No. Honestly, it'd be better to do all that, except instead of taking a nap, you drink 12 beers, sleep, wake up, and drink 12 more.
You know what I think we should have done?
That's what's happening.
I think instead of doing this, we should have just given our schedule on how we would do it specifically.
That'd be
Yeah, that's literally what we're doing right now.
yeah.
I'm literally
I think we just should have
developing a
started
schedule.
with our schedule.
Dude,
I'm
just
not
thinking,
eating 24
I'm just thinking if you drink 12
donuts.
beers though, right? So we only have 24 hours. If you've done all that before that,
I'm
and
not
then
dr-
you drink 12 beers, then fall asleep, you're gonna go over your time. You're gonna be asleep.
Exactly. I'm not. If I drink too early, it's gonna ruin the rest of it.
But you can drink and
Drink
eat donuts
has
at
to
the
be-
same time.
Drink has
At
to be
the
last.
end.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what drinking
They
and
have to
donuts
be-
is at the end.
Yeah, has to be.
For sure.
Has to be.
Drinking and donuts are at the end.
Then we're good.
Yeah.
The only thing up for discussion is the order in which you do, or how many.
Oh,
where-
except Well, with 24 hours, if you eat 12. If you eat 12 donuts early enough, wait for it to digest.
Donuts would be all that you would eat that day.
That's going to be hard to run 18 miles on nothing but donuts.
I don't think it would be. It's straight
I don't think it would be.
carbs and
It's
sugar.
Straight. Yeah, I don't think
Carbs
I
and
agree.
sugar. It would probably be, honestly, might be one of the best things that you could eat as far as like potential energy, like immediately.
I mean, you're going to throw up.
Of course, yeah.
It's going to happen.
Dude, you just eat a donut for every mile. That's
No,
Hell
I'm
no.
going.
No.
One donut.
I'm saying
Hell
I
no.
eat 12 donuts
You can
and
eat
wait
a Krispy
hours.
Kreme glaze in 2 bites.
No. Look,
It's like
You'll throw up.
inhaling
You'll
water.
throw up, dude.
you're going to throw up either way, but I say it's still better to eat the donuts, wait hours after you're done with the donuts. Wait hours.
I feel like if you throw up,
then start
I feel
running.
like if you throw up, it's a cop out. I feel like you lose.
Yeah, cheating.
You're going to throw up.
Okay, but if you run and you throw up, but it's not donuts. Okay, let's say. I'm just saying, if you're sitting there and you're running, you eat one every mile, you're gonna throw up without a doubt. You will throw up. That's not fair. Like that's
it's
not
not
part-
fair because you're
You're just gonna eat them and
you're
then
not
throw it up.
actually eating the.
You're not
no.
eating them.
Again, I'm saying that I'm doing this different than you guys. I'm saying you have to finish one for the other.
You do realize when you're running a mile, if you're eating a donut per mile, you're burning that donut off in that mile.
doesn't
and
matter.
No, you're
more.
not.
Gonna-
No, you're not. If you throw it up, it's not digested. You're not burning it.
Yeah, and then every
He's
mile
saying
that you
you're pretty
run,
much just tossing it onto the ground.
Yeah.
If you know you're going to throw up, you're just.
and then also you're
it's
talking
cheating.
about
He's talking about cheating.
You're talking about if you eat one every mile, your body's not gonna digest that fast enough for you to even get those calories, bro.
Yeah. It would honestly be better to do what I was saying anyways. To eat them all in one sitting, give yourself plenty of time to get the energy set into your body, and then start running. And
I
then
like
just
the-
fucking
maybe.
get the
Yeah,
run
maybe.
done.
I liked the
Yeah.
idea of getting trashed off 18 beers and then smashing 24 donuts.
You just
I
want to
think
do
I could-
that.
I think
mean,
I
you
could-
can do that after all of this is
I
done.
might do that
anyways.
tomorrow. You might. You might potentially throw up though. If you drink 24 beers and then eat 18 donuts,
Dude,
you're
I'm
gonna
not gonna
yak,
lie.
bro.
24 beers
So I say
is not a small amount of beers.
It's not. It's not at all.
And even if you drink light beers, even if it's Bud Light,
Oh no, I've done it, but I
I
was
mean, it goes down like fucking
so
water,
24
but-
beers. I drank exactly that against my will. And yes, I was in the Marine Corps. I drank 24 beers against my will, and I got it done. I puked, but I kept going, and so it's doable, right?
You can drink 24
beer
beers.
pukes are
but
easy
don't-
though. Beer. Can we discuss beer pukes versus liquor
They don't
pukes?
count if you throw up.
You can't drink 24 beers
I can.
and not throw up.
Yes, I can.
Well, I did, but
I've done it
I
because
threw
I
up.
drink at least 36 in
Dude,
a night, and
the guy
not
making
throwing
me
up.
do it,
36
Absolutely,
beers.
absolutely,
without throwing
And
up.
Absolutely.
What's the time frame?
probably
8
like
hours?
6 hours, 8 hours maybe.
36 beers is 8 hours.
Mine was probably 4 hours, but again, I was throwing up.
Okay,
and
that might be a little bit exaggerated, but
Well-
30
well,
beers. I
again-
guarantee you, I've drank 30 beers in a
again,
night.
he
I
forced me
guarantee
to, and he
Also in my heyday, though, you know.
handed me a bag of pretzels, and I kept throwing up, and he just told me to refuel with the pretzels and to keep drinking.
Dude, 6 hours. If you drink 36 beers, it's 6 an hour.
You know, I did 24. 36, you could die. Or you could,
I was gonna say, after you do all this, after you run, and even if you have the donuts,
you're not going to run after that.
you're gonna fucking. If you drink 24 in a row after you've done all this,
You'd be better
you
crawling like a
will
slug.
potentially die. And when I say potentially, good chance.
Dude, I think I have the best setup.
I
I'm
think
telling
you have to go 18 beers, 24 donuts.
That's a better
No.
call. That's a better call. That is
Yeah.
a better call.
Yeah. There's no health risk.
There's 6 beers less.
That's a big difference.
That's a big.
No, mine's better. I'm telling you. It's
No,
It's-
24 donuts is better than 24 beers.
Yeah.
I could not without
Because you can throw the donuts in here and there.
Yeah.
Between beat sessions,
You keep
after
talking
a couple
about-
miles.
Okay, again, we're talking about two different things. You're talking about interchanging it with your beat sessions. I'm saying you get one done, you move on to the next.
Oh, well, I didn't know you were talking about that.
I'm talking about that.
Yeah, that's what he's been saying.
Okay.
You can't run and eat. You can't. I mean, you
Okay.
can, but you're gonna
Okay.
have to still eat
If we're
24.
talking strictly, you can only do
one at a time.
Then I did
That's hard.
6 beats.
That's much
That
harder.
You're
might be
done with
impossible.
beating.
That's much harder.
12 donuts. You're done with eating.
You'd
Then
have to do-
I wait for
Real fast, do that one.
wait for hours. Then I run 18 miles, kill myself with blood on my fucking feet, take a shower. I hate my life. Take another deep breath, and I start drinking. At this point, you have 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
24 beers. It's gonna suck. It's miserable, but you took a shower. You're tired. All you got to do is stay awake and
I got a question.
consume 24 beers. By the time you fall asleep,
If you're going to choose to run 18, can you do the 18 first? And then beat 6? Are they like...
I'd rather beat before I run.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
saying,
agree.
can you?
Yes, absolutely.
I didn't
but
even
can
consider
you
that either.
physically? Probably not.
Yeah, nobody's beating 6 times after running almost a marathon.
No. I completely agree with your list. If we're talking about doing them in succession, in order,
I agree.
I completely agree with your list. But instead of 18 miles, I'm doing 18 donuts and 12 miles.
Yes.
And I'm eating the 18 donuts like an hour or two before I run.
Oh,
At least
so yeah.
2 hours.
Again, I didn't even think about switching up the order of the numbers either. I did 6, 12, 18, 24. I didn't think about switching the order.
well.
So, yeah, we didn't plan this out very well.
Well, we're not going to go into it anymore.
Just so we're clear on what we're actually doing, we are doing a best dish Pokemon of the original 151 and how you would cook it. Now, the details in which you cook it will probably vary between the three of us, but essentially this is what we're doing. So I'm going to keep it kind of basic.
Oh, I am too. I'm not a chef.
So
I'm
I
not
am
a chef either.
I'll straight up tell you how I would want them
I have
prepared, but I'm not
four.
going to tell you how I'm
a
going to prepare
foodie,
it.
but I'm not a chef. So I'm going to keep it simple. So for me personally, I like to be full, but I would prefer to be full on healthier.
Before you tell which Pokemon you go with, what we're going to do is we're going to start with which Pokemon you would pick and why, and then we'll go back around and explain the detail. Well, that was his idea.
So
explain
pick the Pokemon and then...
And
I'm
then
sorry.
we'll go back around and explain how you cook it and honorary mentions.
Okay. That's good with
All
me.
right? But
that cool with
continue
you?
with what you were saying. I'm not saying to stop. What were you saying?
Oh, mine was very quick. There's no details.
Okay.
I have. So, I like to
Curious.
I like to be full, right? And I would prefer a healthier option,
Snorlax.
right? So, Gyarados sashimi.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
It's
I
like
feel like it'd be
super
lean.
Yeah.
filling. It's huge.
Bet it'd
You're
be-
talking about
I bet
eating
it'd
the
be-
whole fucking thing?
No, I'm just talking about. I just feel like it would be loaded in more protein
you'd
than
feed-
any other Pokemon.
Probably be tough. Probably be tough meat. Real.
Especially
Sashimi.
sashimi. Yeah, but it's straight pure
Yeah, but
protein.
it's thick, so it's thick muscle probably.
That's what I like. I like it thick. I like lean chicken breast.
Yeah.
That's me. That's just
All right,
me.
so-
that's for the health freaks.
All right.
So, are we saying the Pokemon and...
Not
food?
yet. We're about to. Just,
well, he just did, but still. I'm picking...
Well, you can say and why.
I'm picking Pidgey.
Okay. What? Okay.
Yeah, delicious.
Because it's
You're
like
gonna
a,
eat my bird?
it's like a chicken, bro. And that's it. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to cook out of it.
dude, or it's like pigeon, which is pigeon. That's what
But,
it's.
no, that's true.
And it's
Literally what it's-
But in your defense,
But either
pigeon,
way,
pigeon
bro.
is delicious.
It is.
Pigeon is delicious.
So you go ahead. I'm not telling you what dish I'm making out of it yet, but
Dude,
go ahead.
I went into depth because I thought you guys were. I'm picking Goldeen. Right? It's just a fucking fish.
yeah,
Right? And
it's a goldfish.
it's a
Full of
goldfish.
bones, by the way.
It's a koi.
Okay, pluck the bones.
Koi.
And
fish.
make the fish. Now, are we going into how we're making them?
Go ahead.
Can I go balls deep right now?
Let me go first.
Okay.
And then I'll let you go.
All right, so
Dude,
let me recap. You got Pidgey, you got Gyarados, and I got Goldeen.
And you both are doing seafood. I'm going Pidgey. I actually have two, but I won't say it. It's.
Well, I have more. You have honorary mentions, and now it's your time.
I have honorary mentions with the same in Pokemon, but I'm doing Pidgey, Tikka Masala.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
I bet that'd be pretty fire, honestly. That sounds pretty good.
Tikka Masala, boy. That shit will be fire.
Tikka Masala with Pidgey. I bet it'd be gamey.
Yeah, it would be a dark meat, but like in a good way.
But that's, yeah, exactly.
Because like you can put lamb in there in a tikka masala,
the thing
and
about
it's good
tikka
too.
masala is the flavor of the sauce is so potent.
Yeah,
even though it's gamey, it's gonna
and it's been marinated for a long time.
You want
too.
some
Yeah.
rice though. You need
Oh,
some
yeah,
jazz.
no,
it's
adding it
coming with rice,
the
bro.
the way you would regularly make
it,
tikka masala,
but
you would just
the
add,
protein would be Pidgey.
the protein would be instead of chicken would be Pidgey, marinated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going in depth, but now
Dude, I'm going even.
Okay, go ahead.
deeper.
You guys keep going.
Go ahead, go ahead, AJ.
Well, we're going this way. We're going this way.
All right. I'm gonna go and kick it off. I'm gonna keep it lean, but I'm gonna spice things up. Tauros with General Show sauce,
Again,
Ooh,
super lean,
deep fried,
That does sound good.
but deep fried. It's lean meat, but I'm gonna fry it.
Tauros
and then
was
I'm
on my list.
Then I'm gonna mash it up in General Show sauce
so that
over
sounds
rice.
good. It seems too
Beef
deep.
and-
Taurus is so fucking. The meat's gonna be like
Dude, beef and broccoli Tauros.
beef and broccoli with General Tso's.
Tauros is a
yeah, dude.
It's
Yeah,
a bull.
that'd be good.
It's a bull.
Beef.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beef.
Yeah.
That's as beef as
beef.
you can get.
You're
it's
right.
beef and broccoli.
Yeah.
You're
General
right.
Shows.
You're right. Yeah. If you marinate that shit and you add broccoli to it and it's General Tso's,
And then you could beat
chose whatever.
it's sour.
You could be what?
You could beat
I
it.
say shows.
You could beat it.
General Shows. That's what I say.
Same thing.
You could tenderize the meat though.
That's a good idea. Both are good ideas. Cooking is a hobby of mine. I went way too deep into
Way too
this
deep.
We'll just
rabbit
keep
hole.
going around until
Well,
Okay,
I
okay.
we're out of
I was just-
until we start repeating
Yeah.
each other.
I was just gonna go down my list. All right, so my
We'll
goal.
get one.
I was gonna. We
We've
went.
been doing one each.
We did one each. Then I thought we were going back around to do
Yeah,
our
keep
details.
going. Just keep going. Okay.
All right, so Goldeen was my original choice, right? So the way I would cook my Goldeen is I would fry it, like you were saying. It would be fried Goldeen, Cajun fillet with lemon, right?
I knew the lemon was coming.
Yeah.
Dude,
If
a
you-
blackened Goldeen though?
if
It's
you-
a blackened salmon with a
Have you been to
fiddleisk.
Have you ever been to New Orleans and you get
Yes.
some like fried like
Yeah.
with
weird-
a fresh pair of titties from the balcony up above.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah in the fried Cajun food in New Orleans with the like crawfish, same as crawfish with extra lemon. That's how I would cook my Goldeen. My next one, so I'm just gonna go through them all, right?
Oh no, we're going in order.
You have more? All right,
have
so that's my
8.
Goldeen. Okay, all right, that's my Goldeen. You're next.
Okay, so my next one, I'm actually gonna go back again with Pidgey. I'm doing Mango Habanero Pidgey wings.
dude.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
Mango
bro.
habanero Pidgey wings.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
You got any more, Keaton?
I do. I'm trying to think of how to say it. Arbok skewers.
Ooh.
Kind of like chicken on a stick at a Chinese buffet, but they're arbok and they're wrapped
They actually
around.
have snake
and you grill them,
skewers.
and you have like onion and the pepper in between with the little pieces. So like
Yeah,
arbok
bro.
skewers.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little pineapple.
Pineapple.
Sweeten
yeah.
up the batch a little
Yeah.
bit.
Also with lemon, maybe some lime.
A little slice of executor in there, maybe.
Little executor Benedict.
Yeah, bro.
That would probably also be good Cajun.
Everything's good with a little spice.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about the spices and the sauces that would go well with it. All right. Oh, is my turn already? Okay, yeah. My next one is Charmander. All right. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I don't like it so far.
Hear me out.
Charmander.
Just the tail. All right.
Dude, I was tempted on a lot of these just to do the tail. Go ahead.
Yeah, the tail's a big part of it for these. So I would slice the tail very thin, marinate them in bulgogi sauce. Bulgogi from what we just had, Korean food. So those Korean lettuce wraps that we have, and make them exactly the same. You know the Korean food I make?
Som.
The som. The lettuce.
You made it 10,000 times.
Yeah. The lettuce wraps.
Charmander some?
Exactly the same with Charmander tail, very thinly sliced.
You think it would be spicy?
Charmander tail some.
Yes. Very thinly sliced.
Why the tail?
What has to be?
Because it's the meatiest part.
Has to be. Chop the tail off, right? Very, very thinly slice them, marinate them for at least an hour. Then you cook them the same way you would make regular
They'd be
som.
spicy, bro.
Ooh, yeah, it would be. So the gochujang
Got
you add to
appetizer
this
written all over it.
Not the wrap, but yeah. Okay, so I've got another one. A little bit of Asian persuasion here. A little bit of Peking side duck.
You doing the tail?
The whole thing, bro. Peking duck. Chinese, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Peking side duck. That shit will be fire. And it's super fatty.
I ate duck so much in Germany.
Yeah.
It's fire. It's just a greasier chicken, and it's better.
Well, and it's like red meat, too, kind of. You got another one?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Dude, you just need to keep
thinking-
rolling.
Wait,
with it,
who
bro.
just fucking... Did you just go?
He went...
I did-
Come back
I did-
to me.
okay,
I don't
I
have
did
one off the
Peking-
Okay,
Let
all
me
right.
think.
All right, so I have one. I have two more actually, but my next one is going to be Bulbasaur. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the top.
You're gonna Brussels sprout that motherfucker, aren't you?
That's a good idea, but no, I'm
bulbs
gonna
would be
chop
good.
the bulb.
Bulbasaur Brussels sprouts.
Similar. I'm going to chop the bulb off. Right, chop it even more. Then I'm going to put it in a soup. Right, I'm going to make. So I have a recipe I already have with cabbage soup with sausage. It's gonna be the same thing, but instead of cabbage, it's gonna be Bulbasaur leaves. Chop the top off, and you boil it in chicken broth or Bulbasaur broth or Pidgey broth or whatever fucking broth you have. You boil it in the broth with sausage, and I sometimes add gochujang. Shit's fire. And peas and corn.
Imagine a blooming onion out of a Bulbasaur.
So that's entirely different. But
dude.
yeah, that's fried. I'm talking
Yeah.
about a boiled soup with sausage, but that sounds good too.
Okay, so I still have a few more, actually.
So do I. I just came up with one.
So if we're talking about breakfast,
Ooh, are we going? Oh, I know where this is going.
execute omelet, bro.
Damn.
Absolutely.
That's an easy one. I didn't think about that. Straight up eggs.
I have another
Go for it.
additional easy one. Kingler crab legs.
Oh, dude.
Didn't think about that
I've got
either.
one, and I'm surpassing you, AJ. I had a fucking
Go for it.
crabby low country boil.
Damn.
That would be busted. I mean, it's
How's
just
it different
crabs,
than
bro.
the Kingler crab? There's crab is
Mine,
crab.
because mine has corn and sausage
You
and
didn't
onions.
mine was gonna be the same thing. Mine just doesn't come plain.
You're just using
just go on a
recipes
plate.
you have.
Yours are steamed. Mine are low country boiled. That's the difference.
So you're using recipes you have with the Pokemon, as I've been doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Low
Well, I
country
got one
boiled.
more. I got one more. This
Let's
one,
all go one more.
This one isn't as appealing initially, but just give it some thought, right? Dratini, right? So the pre-evolved form of Dragonite. Dratini tail, also chopped thinly and boiled with gochujang and added to kimchi.
You're just going way too Korean, bro.
That is 100% Korean right there.
Okay, so my last one,
That was my last one.
I'm getting a Ditto. I'm holding it at gunpoint, making it to a fucking pizza, and then I'm blasting his ass and then eating the pizza.
Wait.
Ditto.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
boy.
yeah.
Ditto pizza.
You literally just make him a pizza.
I'm gonna go another. I'm gonna go
Clever.
easy.
Works.
Shelter on the half shell with Tabasco.
Dude, that's not a bad idea.
Cloister would be good too.
Aphrodisiac.
Cloister would have been good too.
Yeah.
I
Not
thought
a
about
bad
it.
idea.
I thought
Not
about
a
it.
bad idea. Now, my question for you is, what kind of pizza, though?
Pepperoni, absolutely.
Okay, from where?
Oh, he's getting deep.
If we're
Don't
being
back
real,
down.
if we're being real, Domino's. No, Papa John's.
What?
Papa John's.
We argued over this. I said
Hold
Domino's
on, can we
is...
talk pizza real fast before
Oh
we end this?
my
real
God.
I
fast?
was saying Domino's
Papa
was
John's.
underrated.
Papa John's.
You were saying Papa
I'm
John's is so
delivering
much
pizza
better.
right
you
now.
put me on the spot. It's Papa John's.
Delivery pizza right now, number one. No, you get one choice.
Papa
Go.
John's.
Papa
AJ.
John's.
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Yeah, Papa John's.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're all Americans then.
If I had to make one choice, yes.
We all agree that it's too
Would you-
expensive.
Sometimes I need a change though.
It
and
is
Domino's
way too expensive.
is
Way too expensive.
fire. Domino's crust and seasonings are both good.
Domino's has better deals.
I'm not even talking
better
money.
ingredients.
I'm not
as
even
Papa
talking.
John's.
Better pizza.
I'm not
Papa
even.
John's.
I'm not even talking ingredients. I just like the crispy
I learned
crust.
how to spell the word ingredients from a Papa John's box.
That makes sense.
you shouldn't admit
INGREDIENTS,
that.
yes.
Well, all right. Well, thank you guys for watching the podcast. Stay bricked up, boys.
Bricked up. Super brick. Super brick.
Have a good one, guys.